Good morning, welcome back to Sunday Funday, and it's an exciting one. If you're here, I told you it would be. Lots of stuff to look at. But it's not Sunday. You're seeing this Sunday, but today's Saturday. Today's Saturday Fun Day because I promised the wife I'd do something on Sunday. So we switch days. So that's the one thing I love about my wife. I give her one day on the weekend to do whatever she wants, and if she wants to, sometimes she'll say it's got to be on Sunday. And I'll be like, oh, there goes my Sunday Fun Day. She goes, no, you can have Saturday. So that's great, because normally Saturday's her day. Anyway, let's get to it. What did we pick up? We picked up some new shop stuff. Very small, very minor, but let's look. So, look at these little Coca-Cola bags. These are from the 40s. Aren't they neat? Got a couple of those. I found an original little advertising for here where I live in town, Chilliwack, showing the old drive-in theater. Maybe someone in Chilliwack's watching. Gus's Auto Electric, they're still here. Don Hayes Power Saws. Smarts Clothing. This is so cool. Love it. Look at this. General admission to the drive-in was $3. Children under 12, 75 cents. Senior citizens, $1.50. Where have those days gone? Picked up this little, it's in French, orange crushable. I think it does drink orange crush, I think. I don't know, I'm not French. I should ask my wife, she's French. She speaks fluent French, everything. But anyway, it's kind of cool. Got this old, Bose Seal fast kit. I'm going to hang that on the wall. Got some General Electric still in the box. Car heaters for in the winter. Which one's going to open easier? Come on, one of you open up. Very cool. Very cool. So picked a few more items up for the shop. What am I going to do with all this stuff? I don't know. Somebody help me. What's wrong with me? What is going on with me? Anyway, we got the bar all lit up and ready to go for the wife to come out and see me for 4 o'clock, which is a long ways away, for our beer together. Got our little snacks out here. Got our Christmas time. We got our Christmas cookies. Got our Christmas candy, our peanuts, our chips. Hell yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Got all the lights on. The heat system blaring. Model A's just a-waiting. We're good to go. That's for later, for the wifey and I. We normally do that every Sunday, but we're going to do that this time on Saturday. So now, let's see. You're going to notice that the 55 is out of here. Now, any of you guys that follow along and watch my short stories or my reels on Facebook, you'd see that it's over in the body shop. Brought the shoebox in. Sean has bodyworked all the quarters, the doors, jams, everything. This is the rough-in, he calls it, which honestly is 75% done. It's mainly just block it now. If you miss the odd little spot, just fix it. There we are. Still got to do the roof and all that, but I brought it over. We're going to get the doors back on it today just because I don't want them laying around. They will have to come back off eventually, but we'll get the doors on it. Hopefully, we'll get it on it today, but we have other plans today. You'll see. Now remember, I was decisive whether I was going to leave this on or not. I liked it because I like this look. I like the Art Deco look. Kind of was going for what I was going for with my 40 Lincoln push-button door knobs. But I decided no, when I stood back and looked at it from a side view, it just sticks out to me. If I was leaving the car stock, I'd leave it. This car needs to be just decked. Nosed in the front, decked in the rear. Lose it. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. No, I'm not Frenching headlights in, nor tail lights. These are tail lights, obviously, I know that. We're not Frenching any of that in. I want to leave the chrome on there. I think that looks sexy. Now, let's take a look at how Sean, and of course there's the other side of the car. All done. Let's see how Sean is doing on the old 55. So today, because it's Saturday Fun Day, Sean is here with me. There's the door for the shoebox there. And I think Sean has the other door. Still, it's primered, but I think he has it. Okay. There he is. He's working away on it.
Oh, yeah.
Now somebody asked in a picture last night why this was covered up if I'd radiused the wheel well. No, I don't want to get my wheels and tires dirty.
Right.
The wheel well is still there.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, keep her clean. So Sean's working away. I'll get on the other side here.
Yeah, that's right. We're getting there. We're a long way to go. over that there.
Yeah.
It's smooth, it's straightish.
Yeah. Well, that's the worst part of the whole car.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of this, man, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Just little by little.
Yeah, we're doing good. So that's good. So yeah, he's got a full day on that, and I'll get a full day in the shop on the other side then.
At the end of today, it'll be a happy place.
All right.
It's not going to be finished.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back and see you at the end of the day.
All right.
There we go. Yeah. It's coming along.
You were out here early then?
Yeah. Well, I just came out to get something, and then I left again. I just left the lights on.
Oh.
And now, yeah. That was all. Yeah, I figured there's no point in turning the lights off. I knew you were coming. Yeah. All right.
9 o'clock I got.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well, that's pretty much, yeah, I got here at
9
like...
to 5, it's okay.
Yeah, that's right. 9 to 5 is fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just check what's going on here. The phone is beeping. The phone is beeping. All right. All right. So now the biggest announcement of all. The craziest thing we're going to do. The wild. No, not really. So a deal came up, and I wasn't even considering this deal for myself. I was considering possibly for another customer that was looking for one for a build. But then the more I went home and thought about it and priced everything out, and for what I paid for this, which honestly to me, what I paid for the, when you see this, you can figure it out for yourself what it's worth. Go online, figure it out. Well, I paid half of what it's worth, and it's never been used, anything. It's brand new. So I bought it for the customer to give him a deal. I told him I would look at it. I said, you know, I don't know, we'll see. So I said it's not guaranteed, but then when I went and looked at it, I bought it, and I'm keeping it for myself. Just happens. And he don't care. He don't care. I just, you know, I just said, it's really not what he wants anyway. He wants more old school. So this is modern. It's a little more modern for me, but let's take a look what it is. So, it is a TCI chassis for a Model A. It's got an old 8-inch diff in it that's good, but should be gone through. You know, it's got your coilovers, it's got your pandered bar, it's got your 4-bar in the back. It's set up for a small block Chevy with automatic, which we can easily change. Master cylinder, brake mount, whatever. 4 bars in the front. It's got the uni-steer, which is better, gets rid of some of that bump steer in the car. But you can put a Vega box under if you like. It's got the 4-inch dropped axle. It's got disc brakes on the front, shocks. I mean, all I can tell you is if you went online right now and you priced all this stuff up and you came up with a number, whatever the number you're going to come up with, if you price it all out, even just go to Speedway, I paid half of that. Half of that. So what is the plan here? Well, I don't have room for this. It's got to go. I just don't have room. So there's something else that's been laying around taking up room. So why not, ba-boom, why not put it on my other 30 Model A? Why not take my 30 Model A and mount it on this chassis today with all of you? Here's the plan. If you all know, I was going to build another car just like my other one on 32 rails. I was going to build another car like my other one on 32 rails with a flathead in it. Okay? A little different. I was going to go different color, different dash. I always change things up. Not exactly the same. I have changed my mind. I decided to keep that 32 frame I got for when I get a 32. I will get a 32 one day. I don't care. I will get one. So what I'm going to do, because this frame was such a smoking deal, why not build myself a full-fendered Model A with no hood? I don't want the hood. Full-fendered Model A. Chopped, ratty, nasty, greasy, rusty, crusty, no paint, no nut, don't care Model A. Now, we will paint the frame up real nice. This here, if you all remember, I bought this a while back. What it is, this, I believe this car came out of Idaho or something like that, came down south. It virtually is a rust-free car. It's had a patch put in it there and one there. All the wheel wells, everything are original. Look, the car's like mint. This body's better than my body that's on my frame, the one I drive. I picked this up. The owner that had it, I think it was back in the 70s, I could be wrong, he stripped it to bare metal, had it blasted, then he put all new wood kit in it. All the wood is brand new. put all new wood, and somehow he got rid of it. Another gentleman bought it, brought it up here, and did nothing with it, and I bought it. So I'm not into this kind of look. This ain't a patina look, but I'm gonna, you know, clean it up later in life, sand it down, and just go for, you know, a rusty old oxide look or black primer, kind of half-ass, all different colors. You'll see. You'll see. That's in the future. We'll discuss that. But I'm going to leave it rusty like that and crusty on the outside, you know what I'm saying? Put a nice seat in it. I want to be comfortable with a nice seat, maybe some carpet to keep the heat down. I don't care about a headliner and all that. Don't care on this one. Don't care about door panels. Frame, obviously, I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'm going to paint the frame up a nice gloss black. Paint everything gloss black. Doesn't need any chrome. Does not need chrome because it's going to be full fendered. Put a heater in this car. Put electric wipers in this car and literally just drive it every day. My car I can't drive every day. Could I? You could, but you can't because it's not full fender. The shit's spraying up everywhere. What a shame to build a car like that and take it out in the weather. This car, the way I want to build it, not ashamed to take it out in the weather. Maybe to some of you it is, but not to me. Wouldn't drive this in the snow, but that's my plan. Just build a full fendered Model A with no hood, with a flatty, or maybe I'll go Y-block, maybe I'll go Caddy. I don't know. I'll go something. Probably won't go Chevy though, because I've already got a Chevy in that one, so I got to build it different. So the original plan was to build this as a highboy on a 32 frame, paint it maroon. Out! That picture's gone. I'm going to keep the R32 chassis, which we'll go look at. So now we've got this chassis, which we're going to mount that on today. Shouldn't take that long, as long as we make sure we got everything here we need. Like, why would I take that car and build it, in case someone's new, why would I build the exact same car again? I've got a highboy on, this is on original 32 rails. This is a 31 chop 3 inches, small block Chevy. I don't need to build another one of those. I got this one now. I got that one. We're done. We've had our fun, we've got that one. So now, like I was saying, and no, that's not my Model A, that's customers. We're finally getting the engine taken care of next week. This is the 32 frame I got over here. This is, you know, this is it. Of course, it's aftermarket. I realize that. You don't have to tell me that's not an original frame. I know that. And it came with the 9-inch with all the mounts put on it already. It actually had a 32 sedan body sitting on it and it had a 302 in it with a standard. And the guy just went a different route. So there's the rear spring, like it's old school. Transverse spring in the back. Yeah, I know it's a mess in here. There's all the dropped axle for it, drive shaft, spreader bar, Vega box. All the shit is here for this car. Everything is here to make that frame a complete rolling frame. And I picked that up for peanuts too. I think I picked all that stuff up for like $3 grand. Shouldn't even have told you that, but I picked everything up for like $3 grand for that. Or was it 3,500? It was somewhere between that. It was $3 grand or 30. No, it's 3,500. Sorry, 3,500. You can barely buy the frame for 3,500. In my opinion, all that shit you see sitting there is probably $6-7 grand, and I got that for it. So, with that being said, we're gonna. I have to empty some stuff out here today, because you can see my plans. I have a 44 dash. I want to put in this car. So usually you can't usually use the ashtrays after because they won't open because they hit the doors. But that's okay. It's Rick here. Rick will figure a way out of it. I always do. You guys that follow me know what I can do. So I got to empty all the parts and pieces out of here. Got to get the car swung around. Got to get it set up on the hoist. And got to go from there. So, pitter patter. Let's get at her. This is going to be a good day. Okay. Whoa! I don't know if you can see that in the camera if I hold it up. Oh, there we go. Look at that door. I don't know if you can see that. Just mint. No rust. No rust, no patch panels, no nothing. Nothing on the door. Beautiful door. Might be a little easier just to get stuff in and out, off. 2 sets of window moldings. 1 rear window molding. What do we got here? All the garnish moldings are on top of the doors. Okay. Take it all out, stack it all back in. Got our front piece for where the grill is, original. Usually these things are beat to snot. This one, straight as can be. Visor, absolutely perfect. Like not even one of the holes where the wood goes. It's got a, wow, beautiful body. Like I say, this one, now my 31, it's on the 32 frame, it's in the bar. It was a really nice body too. It was very, very solid. But it had the patches down here, it had a patch on one door, had the patch here. But this car doesn't really need any of that. Windshield frame, unchopped. We'll fix that in a few months, not right now. Right now the goal is to get this body on that frame because I don't have room. What's this? There's a piece of the wood that I need. Seat riser. Headlight bar. And like it's just all, it looks like it might have been green at one time. It's got green paint on there. Huh. Interesting. I don't want to stack too much over there. I'm going to be around here. Okay, well I'm going to finish emptying the car. This is boring for you guys. We'll come back in a bit. But here, we'll show you what it does look like inside. Now we're getting closer. Look at these, look at the sub rails. Look at them. Like they're just beautiful. Look at those sub rails. The one thing you can tell it was done way back in the day, look at all the old tar they painted on there. Look at this shit. It's so thick. But I'm not stripping that off there. I don't care to strip it off there. You can see it through the quarters. There's no reason to. I'm just going to leave it alone. Look at the wood even in the floor. Like unbelievable. Just all new wood up top. All new wood through there. Normally you'd put metal in here way better than the wood, but I'm not going to do that because this wood has been replaced. So why would I bother? Just leave it alone. You can see all the new screws in there. Don't care. It's going to be still going to be a good car when it's done and a valuable car. Alright, I think that's probably high enough at the moment to see what's going on here. So I just got to make sure the wood is under it, you know, because we got our front blocks. See what I mean about the undercoating? Look at this thing. Am I safe to sit under here? Pretty much. Look at the top. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but they just tarred it. This is, you can tell it was done back in the 70s, because this is when you'd go to Canadian Tire, if you all remember, and you'd buy the 1 liter can of undercoating that you brushed on with a brush. And this is what these guys did. And hey, maybe that's what saved it. I don't know. Anyway, right now we want to make sure we got blocks. We got a block there. We got a block there. Yeah, we're pretty safe under here. We got a block back in there, block there. We got one back there. We're missing one there. I think there's 8 blocks. So I see 2, 4, 6, 7. One missing, a long one. Somewhere I'll have to go dig through it. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, long block, do you see it? Do you see it right there, that block of wood blending in with the tar? Well, it's missing over there. So we're going to have to go dig through the pile. But see, the other ones are there. That one's there. That one's there. That one's there. Unless, I'm just guessing. I believe there's 8 blocks on these Model A's. You'd think I would know, seeing how I have one, but sometimes you forget. But I'm positive there's 8. And this will be coming back off the frame. We're putting this on the frame because I don't have room for the frame in the car, and we're also putting it on the frame because if we get her bolted down nice and square and tight, Then we can chop the top on this bad boy. That's right, I said it, chop the top. Now what kind of chop am I going to do on this one? Well, if I told you, you'd know. It'd take the fun out of it. We got to leave it till we do it. But we are chopping the top, and that much you do know. I'm going to go look for a block. Okay, got the body up off the cart. Here, just got to line this frame up a bit better. And then we'll bring her down. And I couldn't find the block of wood, so I'm just dropping it down a little bit right now. Just because I'm a little uneasy with how it's sitting on the lift. It's not going to fall, but I don't know, just uneasy that it's barely hanging on like by a 1/4 inch on either one. So I just want to get it down a bit, then I'm going to go over to the wood pile out back and see if I can just make a temporary block for now. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, we are, you know. But I tell you, you sure got to chop these cars. At least for me you do. I don't know, they just look so top heavy. But it also depends on how tall you are and what kind of build you're doing. Some people might be looking at this right now and saying, hey Rick, why don't you channel that car over that frame? Well, I gotta be honest, I like channel cars, I don't mind them, but they're not my favorite, okay? I hate to say it, they're not. Highboy is my favorite all day long, and then full fender with some big meats tucked under the rear fenders and no hood, yeah, that's really good. And then channeled after. If I was gonna channel it, I'd have to do like then I may not even full fender if I was gonna channel it. I'd probably go like a 60s vibe with metal flake paint, and maybe I would go a small block Chevy with a tunnel ram on it and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm getting some of you excited, ain't I? But I have a different plan for this car, like I say, rusty-crusty. And but there'll be many more. We're not slowing down here. Hey, I might keep telling you guys that I'm gonna retire the shop down in 4 years, but I ain't retiring myself. Look how cool this shop looks. Now this is not mine, of course, but I am gonna get a 32, so visualize a 32 5-window sitting there, this Model A sitting here, my chopped shoebox sitting there, my Gasser 55 in the other bay, plus the other 5 cars I have. We're just gonna continue to build cars, but on a budget. Some will be nice, some won't be, some will get finished, some won't get finished. We'll take them to a certain limit and then boom, they're for sale. That's right, they're for sale. So stay tuned, because everything I build, everything I have is for sale for the right amount of money. Except the wife's Nomad. Someone actually got hold of me the other day, maybe a month ago, and said, hey Rick, would you consider selling your wife's Nomad? And I said, just what I just said now, everything's for sale. I said, but unfortunately for that car, I'd be asking way more than what it's even worth. So now if you're willing to go down that road with me, we can go down that road if you want it that bad. Okay, I got it sitting down on the frame. Front bolts, there's 2 there, they lined up. Got our 2 bolts here, it's 4. 2 bolts there, that makes 6. And then you got 2 bolts that come down through here to make 8. But on this frame, and I forgot to mention, you have to cut so your sub rails, these rails running through here, because this frame is kicked up a couple inches, you have to cut out the inner lip of the sub rail. Now when I get it up in the air, I'll explain that to you and show that to you. Right now I just got to get the hoist situated properly, move the car back with the jacket up, and get the car lifted up on the hoist. But there she is, it's on a rolling frame, eh? Look at the height of that back window. So I want you to pay attention here. Look at that back window. Look at these side windows for any of you guys out there chopping Model A's. Alright? Let's do this. Let's give it the old tape measurement. I don't know if I can do this with one hand on the camera. And here, we'll do the side. It'll be easy. So I say. Probably wrong. We're just going to go ballpark there. What's that say? Like 13 inches? 13 inches. Let's take a good look. Okay. Now we come over here. Come up over in here. We'll go into the bar. Now, hopefully, rewind it if you have to. Look at these windows. I know it's dark in here. So, 13 inches, and now if I go roughly the same area, 10 inches. I don't know if you can see that. And look at the back window. Doesn't that look so much better? This is a 3-inch chop on this one. Right? Now, with me saying that's a 3-inch chop does not necessarily mean I'm going to do 3 inches on this one. I told you guys, that's all a secret. That's what keeps you guys coming back every Sunday. This is not going to be our Sunday Funday project for now. It was for this weekend, just because I had to get it put together, and I'm still got some time here to go. But we're going to be going back onto our shoebox soon. But today, or this weekend, is play with this new Model A. As much as I can put back on it, jam all the shit back inside it, so that way I can store it all as a unit now. Now I was going to put, my plan was I was going to mock up all the fenders on it. So I got all excited, thought about putting the fenders on it, and I realized if I put the fenders on it, because they stick out, I know you're probably like, well, the wheels stick out, but I have this car sideways in a carport and the other car fits right up tight to the body. If I put the fenders and running boards on, I've kind of just screwed myself. So I don't think I can. Or if anything, I might be able to put the rear fenders on. But we'll see. But there she is. Let's go check out and see how Sean's doing on my 55. You guys are getting a double whammy. This weekend, we're hitting the cars strong. And thank you for all the nice comments of the 65 Chev pickup you saw all painted up. The Firebird. Firebird is, I'd say it's halfway together now. It'll be leaving next week. Let's see how he's doing out here. Okay, well. Oh yeah, he's working away.
Oh yeah.
Bondo, a broom in one hand and cigarette in the other.
Broom don't work, cigarette will.
There you go. Oh, George is coming tomorrow to paint this, just so we know.
Yeah, well, I'm going to quit at 4 and clean up.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Do we need to get this out of here or no?
No.
I can push it all the way forward or...
Yeah, hang that or do what.
Yeah, okay.
It's raining now, we don't want to do that.
No.
So,
There we go, yeah.
not raining tomorrow.
Yeah, then I can push it out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, looking good.
Yeah. No,
Looking good.
We're really getting there.
No, I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, yeah.
Not in the final, but I mean...
Yeah, no.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
We've really got a lot done.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's still early. What time is it? It's only just after 1.
1 o'clock.
Oh, we got lots of time.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you'll have the car painted by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Paint the front.
That's right, yeah. All right.
Having fun.
Yeah. Good times. Oh. Yeah, it wasn't raining earlier. Now the rain is back again. But that's okay. I am not complaining over rain, because I'd sooner have the rain than the snow. That's for sure. Well, somebody commented too and said, "Hey Rick, what's with the long scraggly hair and the beard?" Well, you know, I've never grown a beard, and I don't know if you consider this a beard or not. I don't know. All I know is I hate shaving. I don't know about you guys. I hate shaving. I've always had a goatee, so that's okay. So I think my new thing is I'm going to try and be like every other guy out there that does this too. I think, you know, waste all my money on getting haircuts and razor blades through the winter. No one sees me, and it keeps me warm. So I think every year from October to the end of March, I'm just not going to get a haircut and I'm not going to shave. That's it. Then when spring comes back, cut it off again, get my ducktail going again, and woohoo! The good news is my wife don't care. She don't care. Such a good woman. Just lets me do whatever I want to do. It's like I never even got married. Anyway, seriously too. So, let's, well, I'm going to bolt this sucker down and get it up on the lift and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, we're up on the lift here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, where these pieces of metal from your subframe had to be cut out is right up in this area in here. If you can see that. Let me get around the other side. Get this jack out of here. So see, it cut it there just to clear. And then they put the tabs on the side. You got to drill a hole in it for your last body mount. That's got to go up in there. All right, if you can see, this is a piece of tubing. I didn't have wood, so pay no attention to that right now. But lots of clearance there. There's just no clearance where this was kicked up. It was hitting, so you just cut it. Whew. But yeah, that's pretty much it. She's on there. I've got all the other bolts in. I'm not too concerned. Well, I'll drill those out now is what I'll do. I'll drill those out next, and we'll get some, well, we'll go for net and see what we're going to do next here. I don't know. I pretty much got done what I wanted to do on that, and I'm pretty happy. But there's always more. It's never ending. So let's keep playing. Okay. Lovely noise, isn't that? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, we'll go one up now. And we should. Okay, there are body mount holes drilled out. Get a couple bolts in there now. And then she's bolted down. So, even look at the rear pan of this car. Like, normally these cars are dented in and creased in here. Just like beautiful. Just beautiful. What a nice car. Nice body, I should say. Yeah. Well, let's find some bolts. Okay, she's off the lift. Obviously, I got to adjust the coilovers and stuff. And I don't know what coilovers are on this frame. For all I know, they could be a real stiff one too. They may have to be changed out because right now it's sitting fairly high. It needs, from that tire to the wheel lip, it needs a good 6 inches. But I don't want to go 6 inches. I don't want to go that much because I'm going to go full fendered. So I might grab a fender and stick it on the back and see, but I think I got to go at least 3 or 4 inches. I'd like to see this tire more, you know, but I say I got to grab a fender. I got to get a fender on there and see how the tire sits. And not only that, I put these tires on for the hell of it. What do you think of those? It does kind of give it that badass look, right? It's mocking up. I forget what size these are. What are these? Are these 15s or 14s? No, I don't even know. Bought these off a friend of mine, and this one actually looks, this one's out of air. That doesn't help any, does it? I don't know where the size is on the bloody thing. Anyway, I guess I could just measure it. I get a tape measure, but regardless, they look cool on there. But yeah, that's it. She's yeah, she's bolted on. She's on there. Another Model A kicking around the house. I told you, gotta have the cool projects, and this will be a cool one. It'll be fun. So let's grab a fender if we can find them and see what we got going on. See how it changes the back. Okay, so the wheels are a 15-inch wheel. Definitely, I need to get a different offset rim. These are just mock-up. They're just, we're hanging around, so I put them on. Just what I figured. Good guessing here, just what I figured. 4 inches. You know, I want that rim tucked in which I probably got a set of rims here somewhere. I probably have a set of rims, but whatever, they may not be on tires. These are just rollers for now. But we want to come down and see 4 inches because I want the top of the tire right just within the lip. So I got to see, maybe I can adjust the coilovers down a bit, not sure. Maybe not, but it's not a big deal to me. If I have to get different coilovers, I can. But definitely, it's got to come down, which is what I figured. But I like that. So all the fenders are different, 28/9 and then 30/31. They're different fenders. I like the 30/31s. A lot of people run those on the 28/29s because they got that nice, however you want to call it. You know, I like the flip up, the dovetail. Is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting excited to have a full-fendered Model A. I think that's going to be cool. I already know. Yeah, we're going to go full-fendered. I know we're not going to be running a hood. I do know I have, hanging on the wall here, the grill shell that was originally in my car. The 32, the reproduction. That's just a fiberglass one. That's why I took it out of my car, because I put a metal one in, a Brookville one. So I'm going to run this one in this car, because I'm not as fussy on this car. You know, if that's fiberglass, I really don't care. And why go buy one when I got one hanging on the wall? It's only going to free up more space in the shop. Maybe we'll put a neon sign up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not minding the look. It's funny, when I look at the car from this angle, it reminds me of some of the Model A's you'd see at the racetrack doing the quarter mile back in the day. They were all hiked up and that. It's kind of got that look to it too. I don't even know if the rust on it is that bad. Maybe I should just grind out where the body filler is, do a little body work there, finish that little bit area off where he did some patches, and primer some red oxide on there and leave the rest of the body alone, to be honest with you. Who cares? I'm liking the look of it. I'm liking the look of the fenders. I'm liking the look of all of it. You know, gosh, there's where the old step would be because it had a rumble seat in it. Yeah. You know, I'm liking all the cut up and beat up areas there. That's just what I want. I want rusty and crusty. I'm going to go see if I can find the other fender. Okay, I found the other fender. Now what I'm going to do next, I guess, is I guess I'll go under here and see how he's got this adjusted. I don't know what he's got going on. See if I can't get it down some. After and get the doors back on it too. But yeah, that's definitely that cannot stay like that. Like I said, I measure it's got to come down 4 inches. 4 inches and we're good. So I'm assuming that he probably just doesn't have it set up properly on the frame here, which everything's adjustable. All them coilovers, you got your bracket holes under there. I can already see there's adjustment there. It looks like there's a good 2 or 3 inches. That might have been how it was, and he just bolted it together when he got it and didn't do nothing, because he never did really have a car on it or finish it, right? So, but I tell you, I'm liking the look. Yeah, just needs that top chopped. Okay, well, I got to go over and give Sean a hand, moving some stuff around, and we'll see what's happening over there. Okay, so I got the other fender on there. I adjusted the coilovers a little bit. I dropped them down to their lower position. They were centered they were in the center hole. There's 3 holes in the back of the diff. Dropped down to the lower one. The coilovers are pretty much adjusted down. That's it. Now it looks like a huge gap, but it's actually, it was just over 4 inches. I've brought it down to 3.5. And you got to remember, that's a small tire on there. I will be running a taller tire. So if I run a 17-inch tire, or 16, whatever it is there, you know, a different rim, I'm saying, because I'm not going to run these rims. That brings my tire, I just measured, right? Literally like tires and wheels like that over there. That brings that tire, so it basically will sit. See that lip there? It'll sit inside of that, like that. So we just need to set different wheels and tires on there, that's all. That'll take care of that. And I don't know, I like the look of it from behind. Listen, I've never been a huge fan of coilovers from behind. I still ain't, even though I've got a set now on this one. I'm not a fan of it. Just modern to me, I'm very old school. But On this build, I don't care. The more and more I look at this car, the rusty and crusty it is like this, the more and more I just want to leave it like this. But that's a shame to leave it like that, so we will sand it, put some epoxy on it, and then we'll shove her out in the rain for a week or two and let her get a little bit of rust lines on her. I know, some of you are just cringing right now when I say that. So, I don't want to put too much more on this car, because then I can't fit it in where I plan to fit it in. I got to go out there and take measurements right now. There's my 44 dash I was talking about. Now, whether I use this or not, I don't know. Everybody does use them. It's kind of my plan, but I don't know yet. May not go there. I have many other dashboards up there. I have the dashboard that originally was in my Model A with all the gauges. I got this dash here. It takes 32 panel. Like, I've got many options. Cutting and welding and fitting does not bother me. So, yeah. That's it for now, I think. But I gotta go help Sean move some stuff here. Oh, you bitch. I gotcha. There we go. Okay. So I'm just putting a few pieces back on the car. I'm not getting carried away with too many screw holes. I'm just doing what I got here right now. Just kind of, it's mock-up. 100% mock-up. Definitely, you know, I don't get all excited. Thinking, Rick, you didn't bring the tape measure out. God, I can't even hold the screw. Just getting her mocked up here. Good. I can't believe every panel I touch with this car is just rust free. So we got the, whoops, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway. Hit something. Anyway, we got that piece that goes on there. I'm assuming, because it says Model A the way it says, that almost looks like something he might have bought at a swap meet. Or maybe he was just labeling the car, I don't know. Actually, you know what? No. It's green, and I see traces of green here. Yeah, so I guess it's from this car. So anyway, I'm going to get that string off over there. Next will be this little piece goes down in here. And then we got our visor on. This thought may as well put some of the parts on rather than lay in the car getting all dented. I can't get over. It's hard to tell in the video, but just look at this body line. It's just absolutely perfect. And normally they get splits and cracks around here. Nothing. This is really going to be a good... The wife comes out and sees the car. Oh, I like it with the fenders. Don't chop it, she says. Don't chop it. Rides in the other one and she always says she can't see out the window because it's... she's kind of tall, my wife, compared to me. She's taller than me by a couple inches. But she says, I can't see out the window, she goes, because it's so tall or so short. Well... Anyway, she's going to be into a shocker for when I chop this one. But it has to be chopped. It just has to be. closer. Oh. Screw. Just installing the rear package tray right now. Good enough. Something like that. Okay. Yeah. Visor on. This little piece. Dash piece is just sitting here right now. These are trim pieces. They go. I found one. They go up in there. I know the other one's got to be here. I'm not going to put this on. I'm not getting that carried away because when you chop it, it's all going to come off. Just trying to put some of the bigger pieces in. Package tray back in there. Yeah. It's getting there. Phone's beeping. Wife's probably telling me it's time for lunch. I think she's coming out to join me in the bar today for lunch. Not sure. So, I might even for the hell of it. I don't know why. I'm just having a good day today. We're not working on the shoebox. I need you to understand, if you're paying attention, this is not going any further than what you see right now. Like, well, I mean, for today. You're not going to see this car for a long time again. It's going to get shoved away. The only reason I brought it in here and did this because I got the frame and I don't have storage for both of them in here. Like the frame and the body. So I'm putting it together so it's all one unit, easier to store, if that makes sense. Probably sit for another, might sit for 6 months, might sit for a year, might sit for 2 years, I don't know. The plan is not to build this car right away. I know I've been posting stuff, get you guys going, another Model A build I've posted and all that. It is another Model A build for the future. If you go see my reel, I put Johnny Cash, even though he's working at a GM dealership, one piece at a time. That's how this Model A is going to be. It's going to be one piece at a time as I gather stuff up at swap meets or Facebook or wherever. Going to try to avoid going to the big stores and buying new stuff. Except for like, the rear brakes, I'm going to buy that new. The fuel lines, I'm going to buy new. That's only common sense. But the rest of it, no. So I'm going to try and just piece it together over the next 2 or 3 years. My plan is, honestly, is I want to finish my gasser, and then I want to finish this car off. Once I get those done, my 58 Ford needs a new paint job, which I'd like to do in between that too. And then I still got my 65 Chev pickup that I've had since my dad bought in 72. I still got that I want to build. And I want this I want to build. So I just got lots of projects. I don't know how these guys that are my age, that have 20 projects and say they're going to get them done before the old man comes knocking at the door. Right now I've got the shoebox. I've got like 5 projects. And in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to finish all 5 right when the man comes knocking at the door. Because it just takes time. And it's not so much time, it's money. It's so expensive these days, the bloody money. I'll have all the time in the world on my hands once I retire here. And that's why I'm gathering all this stuff up. But yeah, so you're not going to see this for a long time. So enjoy it today. Enjoy this video today. have fun with it, because next Sunday Funday, we're going to be back on the shoebox, which is just, I'm just itching to start on that today. But I'm having just a nice, quiet, peaceful day playing with this, just having fun. Anyway, where I was going with it, because my mind is all over the map, I'm thinking maybe this is where your spare tire went. Maybe I'll weld these holes up today. I ain't putting no spare tire there. And what I've got, one of the things I've collected, I've got many, and again, I don't sell nothing. This is an old, if you look at it, Hollywood, can you see that with the light? Hollywood accessory, license plate light. And that's gonna go right there dead center. And no, I'm not chroming this. Like, I'm gonna leave everything on this car roughy, all roughy looking. Now I've got another one up there. I believe that one is Cal Custom, but it hasn't got the license plate holder on it. I've got a lot of stuff kicking around. What you see is just half of what I've got hidden away. So, I don't know. Almost tempted to drill a couple holes and just put that sucker on there to make me feel good. All this stuff's got to come out of here. We're not putting no rumble seat in here, any of that. We're just going to have it as a trunk space. I don't know whether I'm going to do a saddle tank to leave the trunk more open, or I'm going to put the gas tank in here. I know the battery's going to be back in here. I don't want it under the frame, the battery. I want to be able to get to the battery for sure. Gas tank, you can buy saddle tanks, but the only problem with saddle tanks is I don't like the idea the fill comes through the running board. I don't like that look. They come out with something more modern now where it's not as noticeable, but I don't know. It just looks like a pimple sticking out to me sitting there, you know what I mean? So I have a feeling the gas tank's going to be back here, and oh god, before you know it, the trunk is done. But we'll see. Yeah. So what have we got next we can put on? No point. I'm not going to put the windshield frame in. There's no point in that. Anyway, oh, there's my seat riser thing. That should have went on there first, but whatever. It's all good. Okay, well, I'm going to look around, see what I can find. Okay, I decided to take and put the seat properly on its riser. So I had to tap out all the holes with a fresh tap and clean that up, which is right here. Better pick my tools up, because you know what happens? I'll just step on them and everything will be scattered everywhere. So yeah. So I ran a tap through them and bolted this piece to the riser piece underneath. The seat's just sitting in here loose though. So I did that. Windshield frame I'm going to throw in the back. I'm going to see if I've got, now I had the doors just hung on with some screws. I'm going to see if I've got some actual door pins here. If I do, I'll put the pins in, the proper pins. But I'm not sure if I do or, and I guess I can tighten all this stuff up. I'm not sure if I do or don't here. You know, I'm almost tempted, to be honest with all you guys out there, I'm almost tempted just to leave the wooden floor in it when I do it too. The wood's mint. Like, I don't know. Like, seriously, this has got to be a low buck build. Anyway, and I guess our deck lid, I wouldn't mind setting the deck lid on there. Look at the deck lid even. So normally deck lids are all smashed to hell, rotted out. This thing, no dents. Lay it on my foot. Look, no rust. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. So, she's looking like something. It's getting a little bit of attitude about her. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if I can find, I'll dig through my old leftover Model A parts and see if I don't got some door pins here. I don't think I do, but you never know. Okay, well, I found some brand new welting, found some sill plates, I believe a window regulator chock, and somewhere I know for a fact there's another one. Brand new window regulator chocks. These didn't come with the car. These are leftovers from my own car. I do believe that these go somewhere along here to dress it up. Shit. Oh, come on. I found some door pins to put in on this side. Now, I didn't tap them all the way down. They've got the burred edges here. I don't do that. Even on my own car, I didn't yet. I didn't do them on my own car because I want to take the doors off to do the upholstery in there. But I didn't tap them all the way down here. But look at this door. Look at the lines on that door. If you don't, like, how can you miss that? Look at that. Unbelievable. Look at the bottom line. Like, just God, it's like the car was never used for anything. A couple mirror holes that are drilled in here. That's a quick fix. Tap it in a bit with a hammer. Weld it. I see a little ding right here through the rust. Leave it. Patina. Might be some holes up here where there's a mirror too, but whatever. Might even leave the holes for all I know. So I'll see if I can find some. I'm still looking. If I've got these three, there must be other door pins here. There's got to be some here somewhere. And I made a mistake. If I said these were 15 inch, I'm so sorry. They're 14s. I don't know what I was saying. The 15s are the front. So we definitely need a 15-inch rim. That's a short tire. I think that tire, what did I say, it was 27 or 28 inches. We want to put at least a 30 or 31-inch tire in there. 31 inches, believe it or not, 15-inch rim is going to give us a tire, like I said, it's going to be tucked right up to that line in there. 30-inch should just be just below it. Depends what I'm after. Might just go with a 30 because I can adjust the height. Still, I've got a little more room adjustment there. Not much, but I've got some. So, she's looking like a car. Wow. What a day. It's an awesome day. I don't feel like I'm getting much accomplished, but maybe I am. Today I've got 7 hours, and we're still working, so when we finish this video, I'll be 7 hours in. And that's it. It is what it is. Okay, there it is. That is it for today. The day is over. I don't know whether you think I got lots done or not. Yeah, the door's hung on. This door is not quite as good as the other one, but also I don't have a proper pin for there. So I think that's going to solve that bit. So there we are. Decklight's just sitting there. So hey, that's it. That's your Sunday Funday. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Hope you liked it. Remember, it's always good time at old time. We'll be back next Sunday with the shoebox build. My lovely wife and Hank are waiting in here. Let's see. There we are. Hanky, say hello. He says hello. All right, we got the fireplace going. We're going to have some snacks. We're going to watch Little American Pickers because that's what we do. See y'all during the week for the shop updates, what's going on, and next Sunday.